audio series of electromagnetic field theory. First question: what is the basic difference between circuit theory and field theory? Here, circuit theory is used to predict with accuracy the performance of electrical network. Circuit theory deals with voltages and currents and can be applied to any electrical networks. It helps in evaluating performance parameters of any network. Then, electromagnetic field theory deals with field vectors E and H. Voltages and currents are integrated effects of electric and magnetic field. Then, question number 2. What is field? Scalar field, vector field, and unit vector. Field is a region. Field is a region where each point has a corresponding value of some physical function. For example, electric field in a region has some specific direction of E component at different points. Further, it can be defined as scalar field and vector field. Now, scalar field. If the value of physical function at each point of a field is a scalar quantity, then it is a scalar field. Example: temperature of atmosphere, depth of sea water from surface, etc. Then next, vector field. If the value of function at each point of a field is a vector quantity, then it is called vector field. Like wind velocity of atmosphere, the force of gravity on a mass in space, forces on charged body placed in electric field, etc. Then next, unit vector. A unit vector A cap has the direction of a main vector A but is of unit magnitude. It is the ratio of a vector itself by its magnitude. That means unit vector A cap equal to the vector A upon the magnitude of or the modulus of vector A. Now next question. What is meant by scalar or dot product of two vectors? Dot product. Dot product is a scalar quantity having the value equal to the product of magnitudes of two vectors and cosine of angle between them. The next, what is meant by cross product of two vectors? Cross product is vector quantity whose magnitude is product of magnitudes of vector A and vector B and sine of angle theta between them. Whose direction is direction of a right hand screw and it is turned from A towards B through angle theta. Next question. What is curl? Curl is also known as a circular rotation. It is defined as the rate of change of vector field. Curl is also known as circular rotation. It is defined as the rate of change of vector field. The next question. State Gauss divergence theorem. Answer: the volume integral of the divergence of vector field A taken over any volume V is equal to the surface integral of A taken over the closed surface that bounds the volume V. Next, what is Stokes' theorem? The surface integral of curl of a vector field over an open surface equals line integral of vector field over the closed curve bounding the surface area. Again, what is Stokes' theorem? The surface integral of curl of a vector field over an open surface equals line integral of vector field over the closed curve bounding the surface area. Now we can say the surface integral of del cross A dot ds equal to the line integral of A dot dl in mathematically. Next question. Is electric field a vector quantity? Yes, electric field intensity, electric field intensity is a vector quantity. Then next question, what is a polarization vector? The sum of dipole moments per unit volume in a dielectric material is called the polarization vector or dielectric polarization. Next question, what is the relation between electric flux density and electric field intensity? Here, electric flux density is denoted as capital letter D and electric field intensity is denoted as capital letter E. Here, electric flux density D equal to epsilon E. Epsilon multiplied with electric field intensity E. Electric field intensity E. And we know that epsilon is nothing but the multiplication of epsilon or the product of epsilon null into epsilon null and epsilon r, where epsilon null is the permittivity in free space and epsilon r is the permittivity or relative permittivity. Next question, what is electric susceptibility of a dielectric? Electric susceptibility of a dielectric medium is defined as the ratio of bound charge density to free charge density and is represented by the symbol Xi. Next question, define Gauss law in electrostatics. Gauss law states that the total flux emerging from a closed surface S is equal to the total charge enclosed by the surface, is known as Gauss law. Gauss law states that the total flux emerging from a closed surface S is equal to the total charge enclosed by that surface. In mathematically, surface integral of d dot ds equal to q enclosed, where q is the total charge which is enclosed and the surface over which the integral is taken is called the Gaussian surface. The surface over which the integral is taken is called the Gaussian surface. What is Laplace equation in three-dimensional electrostatic problem? Answer, when the electrostatic potential V is expressed as a function of the three Cartesian coordinates x, y and z, Laplace's equation takes the form as del square V equal to del square V upon del x square plus del square V upon del y square plus del square V upon del z square equal to 0, and we can simply write del square V equal to 0 in Cartesian coordinates. Next question, what do you mean by solenoidal and irrotational field? Answer, a vector field that has a zero divergence is called the solenoidal field. A vector field that has a zero divergence is called the solenoidal field, and a vector field having a zero curl or rotational everywhere is called an irrotational field. Next question, the equation for variation of current for a series RC circuit to a step input voltage is given by I of t equal to V upon R e to the power minus t upon tau, where tau is the time constant and its value is RC. Next question, what is the value of a permeability of a free space? The permeability for free space is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. Next question, what is meant by magnetic susceptibility? The magnetic susceptibility is defined as the ratio of intensity of magnetization M to the magnetizing force H. That means susceptibility equal to M divided by H. Next question, write the four Maxwell's equation. The first Maxwell equation is Gauss law, and Gauss law is del dot D equal to rho, and we can write del dot B equal to 0. Next, Ampere's law, del dot H equal to J plus del D upon del T. Next, Faraday's induction law, del dot E equal to minus del B upon del T. What is Fleming's left hand rule? The Fleming's left hand rule is used to determine the direction of a mechanical force experienced by a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. Fleming's left hand rule states that if the thumb, forefinger, and middle finger of the left hand are stretched in such a way that they are at right angles to each other mutually, and forefingers points toward the direction of the magnetic field, the middle finger toward the direction of flow of current, and the thumb will point out, or the thumb will detect, the direction of force acting on the conductor. Next question, what do you understand by BH curve? The curve drawn between induction density or magnetic flux density B and magnetizing force H is known as BH curve or magnetization curve. Next question, what is statically induced EMF and dynamically induced EMF? Statically induced EMF. EMF induced in a coil or circuit by increasing or decreasing magnitude of the linking flux is known as statically induced EMF. Again, EMF induced in a coil or circuit by increasing or decreasing magnitude of the linking flux or rate of change of linking flux is known as statically induced EMF. Then the dynamically induced EMF. The EMF induced in a conductor or coil due to relative motion between it and the magnetic field that produces flux is known as dynamically induced EMF. Example, EMF induced in a transformer winding are statically induced EMF, while EMF induced in armature winding of DC and AC generators are dynamically induced EMF. Next question, what are eddy current losses and how these losses can be reduced? Answer, voltage induced in the core material by the alternating flux causes circulating currents to flow in that circuit, and this current is known as eddy currents. In the iron, these eddy currents are associated with I2R loss called the eddy current loss, and the eddy current losses can be reduced by making core of thin laminations. Next question, mention the parameters on which the eddy current loss depend. The eddy current loss depends upon number 1, the maximum value of flux density, number 2, the number of complete magnetization cycles per second, number 3, thickness of the laminations, number 4, volume of the core material, and is given by the expression PE equal to KE Bm square F square T square V watt, where Pe is the eddy current loss and Ke is the eddy current coefficient which depends on the magnetic material, F is the frequency, T is the thickness, V is the volume. Next question, what is meant by the time constant of a series RL circuit? The time constant tau of a series RL circuit is defined as the time required for the current to rise to its final steady state value if it continued rising at its initial rate of V upon L ampere per second. The time constant may also be defined as the time required for the current to reach 0.632 of its final steady state value.